At the beginning of Chapter 5, we will begin a new topic under the title of probability. Probability is the chance of something to happen. We have a lot of daily examples concerning probability. And it is mainly applied in science as in heredity, which studies the transmission of disease from one generation to another. Let's introduce the objectives of this chapter. We will understand common terms used in probability and solve simple probability questions. Also, we will use set notation and Venn diagrams in order to solve probability problems with 2 or 3 events. We will learn how to use formulas and relations between events to find their probabilities. Before we start the discussion of these objectives, and before solving problems about probability, we will explain some examples that we will use in probability problems. One of the examples that we'll pass through is throwing a die or throwing 2 dice. A die is a cube that has 6 sides numbered from 1 to 6, with each number represented by dots. If I throw a die, there are 6 possibilities, which are the numbers on the die from 1 to 6. Some questions in the case of throwing 2 dice are to find out the relation between the numbers on each side of the 2 dice. If the numbers are even, it means they could be divided by 2. But if they are odd, it means that they are not divided by 2. So again, if I throw a dice or 2 dice, I have to put in mind that the numbers that will appear are from 1 to 6 that are represented on each face of a die. Let's check the second example that is used in our problems. Tossing a coin. In a coin, we have 2 different faces. If I toss a coin, I will only have 2 possibilities, which are either the head or the tail. We usually use H for head and T for tail. If I toss 2 coins, there are 3 possibilities. Maybe the 2 coins are head, or the 2 are tail, or one is head and the other is tail. The third example is the spinner. The spinner is a circle that has specific parts. We will notice that this spinner has 4 parts and each part has a specific color. So the question could be related to the color that results from the spinner or related to the number that I have. So the spinner holds the same concept of a die. However, here we don't have 6 faces. We may have more or less than 6. So with respect to this question, I throw 1 spinner or 2 spinners to find out the relation between the numbers that appear. We conclude that the spinner is variable according to how the circle is divided. In this exercise, the result is the numbers from 1 to 4. This result varies regarding the parts of the spinner. The last example I will talk about concerns probability problems in playing cards. Notice that the playing cards are divided into 4 suites. They are the clubs, spades, diamonds, and hearts. Let's repeat. Playing cards are divided into 4 suites: clubs, spades, diamonds, and hearts. In each suite, there are 13 cards, which are ace, king, queen, jack, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. Since I have 4 suites, and in each suite there are 13 cards, the total number of the playing cards is 52. To sum up, playing cards are divided into 4 suites. and in each suite there are 13 cards. We have to understand these 4 examples very well because we will use them a lot in probability exercises later on.